What's up?
Dozer's dead. John left the key on.
And I just need to know how many tens of dollars this is gonna cost.
Hey, I don't know why the fuck everyone's standing around.
And I haven't doubled my price, but our cost is double.
I've got to keep explaining it to them.
What are you up to?
Just heading to West Jefferson, son. What are you up to?
Already halfway here.
Probably ahead of you.
No, you're not. I left before you.
Where are you at?
I don't know. What are you doing about a skid steer? Are we not getting one?
No, we don't need one.
Alright. Do I need to go to Lowe's just to get some waterproofing stuff, or let's get started and then get it?
Yeah, no, you can go ahead and get it and get them boys drilling them core holes.
Alright.
They know what to do.
I'm with Ethan now, but Timmy took the rest up there to start cleaning grease and fuel and stuff when we get there.
Alright.
But I'll hit this Lowe's and then head up there.
Alright. Well, I'll definitely meet you there then.
Alright.
I'll see you.
See you.
He needs to get here. That truck's gonna be here in a minute. Where's he at? Hey, get these guys waterproof. I don't know why the fuck everyone's standing around. Get them waterproof. That's a dump gas. Gas truck. We don't have one. I think a machine one. Yeah, but it's risky. Get that fabric down before that truck gets here. Use the roller. Maybe we should have someone get that wood. He wants it down there. Yes, this morning. Yeah, with the lull. We need to wait though, because I don't want to drive the lull thing where he's at, or else that'll all sink. I don't think it's packed good enough yet. Drive on it first. Yeah. He texted me too. I said, the goddamn trusses ain't even in yet. You know, they don't need the fucking subfloor down for me. I told him we ain't not to go up there and get that. That we'll get it, and he's bitching because he wants it down here. But they're still driving the goddamn mole up here just to get their fucking tools out of their thing. Too lazy to carry them down. They need a fabric from where he's at on up, and that parking spot there. When they get that down, that truck's supposed to be here at 10 o'clock, so they'll be pulling in at this time. Dozer's dead because John left the key on over the weekend. Dump here at the front, push it back. I just cut it right there, probably. Hey, John, you want him to cut it and start rolling long? There's a parking area to the left right there. Yeah. They need to do that. I don't know why the fuck I've got to keep explaining it to them. Ethan knows what needs to be done down there. Cut it there and roll that whole parking space from where Ethan is up. Tell them directly in front of the fucking tractor, all that right there. Yeah, from the tractor to you. We hook 2 trucks to this. Sides if they got to. Almost to the other side. It's a pilot through from the other side. They need a big battery. They got 2 here and 4 on the other side. We're gonna put 4-inch through it. And once we get all that thing, we're gonna get a cap. So put a cap on both ends. And all. We're gonna get a whole bit for this whole hammer drill. If you find one, great. I don't know where you'll find one at though. I don't think there's a Harbor Freight up here. Those wouldn't have one. That's where Ethan went the other day and he said that's all he could find. Hey. They need to come around at this height here, about 6 feet. they're stopping right here, this corner. Stopping right here. Yeah, they're gonna come around, go back to the water filter back south of that. That water line runs from this water meter over, from the electrical meter over.
Call them wait. Those aren't gonna be perfect if they're drilling.
All right,
All right, Overkill does sell them.
for that.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, I'll be back. It's probably gonna be 4 hours, maybe 5 hours.
You gonna run all day gravel? What do you want?
We're gonna need to move all this shit right here. See where they've waterproofed on that stoop? We really need to be cutting dirt from that all the way. And you know, we can only go in a couple inch lifts, pack the fuck out of it.
The wall until they expect.
Can't backfill, so leave that big gap right now. But then we can fabric all this, and rock all that with
Choose one, do one layer. When do you want to put crush and run on top? Or is he not gonna bring it to that?
I don't know that he'll get all this ballast in today. We need to ballast all this, ballast that, and then crush and run all this, and then we can start on that. We can crush and run all this and all the way up through. And ballast. Everything that's fabric right now, so it's gonna be way wider than 12. If he needs to put crush and run around the curve, yeah, he can go ahead and do that. I can get out now with my bed up, so he should be able to. But if he wants to, you know, finalize that, but we really need to get 2+ all the way to here, because these guys are going to be dropping this fucking low one. We can't stop it. And if we don't, they're going to fuck all this up. All right, see you in a few. At some point, he wants to move that camera back up there above where I cut. Just dig a hole and put it back in the ground facing the house.
Is that where you want that cut to stop?
It can go further if you need to go further, just further to push, you know. But essentially from this ditch line, that's kind of like all the, you'll drive up and turn around a little motorcade here.
Well, we can take that down.
So all that can come down to this, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Just make sure you turn the water that way and not on the road.
Hey, did you have fun yesterday though?
Yeah, I had a damn good time.
Hey, you gonna do it again this weekend?
Yeah, probably try to do it sometime midweek.
I'm down.
I was yelling at the kids, I'm like, you guys gotta flush the toilet when you go to the bathroom. They're like, no, we did flush the toilet. We did flush the toilet. And I'm like, somebody's gonna flush the toilet. Then it happened in my bathroom. And the master and my wife's like, you're not flushing the toilet. What's going on with you guys? And I'm like, hang on a second. Something might be up. Like, I'm not really sure, because we flush it and it comes back. Like, I'll send you a picture.
All right.
You know, it's not like it shouldn't be that way. Somehow something's off a little bit. I'm not really sure.
I'll swing by.
At the end of the,
I can swing by before then and make sure that it's pumping. You know, obviously we ran it several cycles because it was full. It was full when we first started, so I pumped it out and, you know, filled it back up. We run it a couple cycles to make sure it was good and tested all the floats, but you know, you never know. Everything's brand new, you know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly. I mean, so all good, not a big deal. And then so if you could stop by on Friday, that would be good. I just want to kind of go over the system and stuff. But yeah, there's a couple of little punch list things I want to talk to you about as well.
I can come Friday evening no matter what. Friday mornings, you know, I'll be getting the guys rolling. So
appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Bye,
Looks like dog shit.
We're thinking to put the barn kind of on that little ridge. This used to be a golf course, and these were all the tees. And we wanted to put the arena over here. The problem, obviously, is all the...
Yeah, a lot to fill down there. Those holes up there, I assume, are for your septic?
Yeah.
And it's not installed yet?
No. A question, do we really have to stay 10 feet away from the property line? Because we're not building anything.
The arena, no. The fencing or lighting, we would need anything permanent, you know.
Okay, so since we are putting a fence around the arena, we have to go 10 feet back then. Okay. Do we have to put the fence 10 feet off of this too?
Yeah, I'm sure this is a shared easement, so it's probably a 25 foot from the center, so, you know, 12 and a half is probably... I think you still got plenty of room to do what you want.
Yeah.
Just trying to think about this cut right here, so we don't have to do a bunch of fill down here, but, you know, you don't want to cut
this really low, because then coming off the road it'll be a big
Yeah.
dip, and if you're
Right.
pulling a big long horse trailer and you got a big steep incline, that's not good either.
Yeah.
So that tall grass there is probably going to be where our high elevation needs to be, and then we may end up cutting further up the hill to be able to rob that dirt and put in here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the dirt, as long as we go in 6-inch, 8-inch lifts and roll it with a sheep's foot roller, this is really good dirt, so it'll
Yeah.
pack really, really well.
Yeah.
If you envision this being this high and we're staying that 10 feet off, the backside of this probably needs a slope too. So it's not a bad thing that we have to stay that 10 feet off, because you're going to lose it on a slope anyways. You probably want like a 3-to-1 slope on that so you can mow it easily and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, this will probably be like 6 feet of fill down here, which isn't that big of a deal because there's a lot we can rob here,
Yeah.
It's a big piece of property. Maybe up there we can take some of that knoll off of that.
Yeah.
So that looks a little more natural. I'd like to come out and shoot some elevations through here, make sure that, when I figure dirt, I believe it's going to be 6 feet down this bottom corner. Yeah. And then I'd like to shoot a little bit there, and then make sure we can steal enough dirt from up there. Would need to do that before you do septic though. Grab that dirt, because if the septic's in and then we need to cut, then we're going backwards. We need to grab as much dirt as we can up there, and then you put the septic in and we'll be good to go. And then probably need to figure on hydroseed and everything once we're done, because basically from all the way up there all the way down to here would just be raw dirt at that point.
Right. Well, I'm not mad about that, because one, you can kind of level things out a little bit for me, and two, I can choose what will grow here.
Be close on the dirt. This is a lot here, but that's going to take a good bit down there. We can strip all that area there too. We'll have to put a pipe in down there where you are going to come in, so that all that water that comes off the road, it kind of stays in a ditch line down, goes through the culvert, where you would come into the arena. Yeah, this is straightforward enough. And then you want us to include doing the fence and end lighting, is that what you said?
We don't need lighting,
Okay.
because I fully intend to do all my stuff during the day.
Okay. You can always do it later too.
Yeah.
We'd probably do it in phases. We'd probably come out and do all the site work, get the arena base and sub base done.
Yeah.
Let them do the barn, and then we'd come out and do like the fence and stuff like that, so that we can tie into everything.
Yeah. For the sand, I don't know what quarry you guys are using. I would love to get a couple samples that I can mail to them, so they can figure out the mixture of add-ins that we have to do. He recommended either masonry,
Yeah, they want masonry
silica,
sand, not beach sand. Yeah.
something like that. And then for the base, he said a 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch, no bigger than that, and a 3-inch geocell. And then he said, once you compact it, all you need is maybe an inch above that. We only need about 2 inches of sand. And I just need to know how many tens of dollars this is going to cost.
All right. This won't be too bad. It's not as steep as I thought it was going to be, so.
Yeah.
I need to collect that, maybe put a base in there and then
Yeah.
run it down. It's easy fix. It's not cheap. That pipe's expensive, but
Really?
it's easy. Yeah, everything's expensive right now.
Add it as an estimate, and then we'll have to see, can we do it
I'll do
right
a line
now?
item on it.
Yeah. So if we could just get an idea on what something like that might be.
All right. I'll put something together for you today.
Yeah.
Get you a ballpark over this evening.
You got an idea on how long it's going to take to give us some numbers?
I'll get it tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send you
you're a
another
rock star.
tonight. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it don't take no time to just put all this in the computer.
How long do you think this is going to take to build this?
To do the whole job?
Yeah.
Phase 1, just getting everything down, the sand, everything ready just for fencing. A week with several machines here. And then once you do the barn, just a couple days after that to put all the fencing up.
You guys need everything up front, or how
Nah,
do
we do 50%.
50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll only do it on the first part, the fence part we can do later.
It's beautiful interior too.
I appreciate it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little nicer than we should be working out of, but we're in it all day,
Yeah,
so.
of course.
If that's your office.
That's
your
right.
office.
Yeah. Good meeting you. Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it.
I'll have to look at another job real quick.
Dirt work's going pretty good. We're only gonna get probably 4 or 5 loads of gravel today now. Yeah, in an hour. You close at 3:30. Ain't much we can do.
Yeah, for sure. Is that going to get you up to the
lull.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. But, you know, if he hauls it whenever they open tomorrow, we'll be all right. He can't make it up the hill, so we're also having to pull him up every time.
Does he need to get crush and run down?
I didn't know if you wanted me to wait, but I figure if we're going to get this wall done, I might as well just have him drill it.
Yeah, just have him drill it. And if it gets a little ugly, you can always buy a bag of Quickcrete and put some around it and then waterproof around them.
Have you showed in Selma where, like, he knows exactly where those holes need to go?
Yeah, he already tar marked them the other day.
Okay. All right, sounds good. I'll have him keep drilling.
All right, I'm about to pull in to look at this other one, then I'm heading back.
All right, sounds good.
Nice, dude. Drove all the way out here because the customer said there was a tree over his driveway that needed to be cut out. It was from the storm. He didn't want no one to come here and use equipment on his driveway. So I was expecting an asphalt or concrete driveway. Just making sure you got the right place. You are at tree and woods falling down with smaller tree beside it. I wanted to send you a photo. Don't know where that is. Haha, I think that's it. Just need 4 sleeves coming out over there. Don't matter where they're at.
It don't matter where they are.
That's right.
Oh, it's just for electrical or something?
Yeah, electrical, plumbing. I think.
Okay, so those 2 over there are fine, and then we just do 2 in this corner, maybe 2 close to it?
Yeah, you just do all 4 right in a row.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, man. I told him that yesterday, like 5 fucking times. That this was the high point and needed to fall. That dirt right there is the great light on that side and
So
this
they weren't
side.
even supposed to paint that right here.
No, and now when they go to put stucco rock on, there's gonna be waterproof in there.
That shit's all really hard, except for that middle down there. The middle, right past the pipe. It's all this side up there. I think it's from when the water was sitting there.
Yeah, and when they kept trucking through it.
We packed and rolled and packed and rolled and shit out of it.
Have you shot that?
Carlos.
Let's get it shot to be sure that where the pipe's at is the low point. We'll just put more rock on top of it. They put them sleeves in here.
Just got to stick out a foot, right?
A couple inches. Picture of them before we backfill them too, so we know exactly where they're at.
I assume just tape around the pipe.
That's fine. This center will come up to that, but then it's gonna. We're gonna have to do a rock wall on that side, you know, to hold that board solid before we can backfill it. We need to do those at the same time.
It's being inspected tomorrow.
Wednesday is already called in, it's earliest.
So we can't backfill until after that.
So we're probably gonna get this dirt moved, get some rock in here and leave. On Wednesday he'll have to pour the walls and then we can come back and backfill, so I don't know when that'll be. If he can get this grade right, we can go ahead and gravel this. That is all 3/4 gravel backfill. Just have one of them start cleaning these tracks, will you? If he starts in the morning, you know, he can put a load or 2 there, maybe 1 more up here, crush and run every bit of that.
Yeah. He needs 1 here, 1 in the parking lot, 1 in the middle.
Get fabric in there, but they're gonna fuck all that up. That hole. I was just looking at truck more down here for them if we could get it in the basement. Which I guess if we could once I leave. Well, I got a brand new pack in mind. I thought you were going to Lenore. I did, and then someone else called Morganton. For what? A fucking little tree across his driveway. And then told us we were at the wrong place. And it was the right place.
What do you think we need tomorrow?
That fabric, I guess the labor is done other than putting this fabric out. Timmy's good on that dozer. There's a lot of dozer work. Once this is done, you know, we'll need a ditch cut.
Yeah.
So I guess
I told him to leave the middle high though, so he's sure the water's going out.
We get to have a labor on that roller because we don't need an operator on it. So I guess whoever brings up fabric, they can bring a laborer. They can put the fabric out and run the roller. Put Timmy on the dozer. And he can work on dressing all these banks up, maybe moving some more of this shit so we can get rock a little further in there. I guess we can turn them loose soon so they're not driving all night. It's 5 now almost, right? 4:46. I'll cut some more on the dozer. Vengo más esta mañana.
¿Está bien así?
Tomorrow we're gonna be building this up and then everything needs to be walked in, all the slopes. It's gonna have to see.
So how far are we cutting that back? Just whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, yeah. So we'll just keep bringing that down before we go up more, you know what I mean? If we're gonna need more, once we get that level, then we'll go higher so we can blend it in. But I'd rather it be just more level space for him.
So like, it's the same somewhere from that cedar right there down, kind of have that water running that way.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather the majority of the water, yeah, like, see where I cut that swale in before, where his truck's at, just so it's sending everything, and then that turns out into another terrace that runs back into the woods. I just want to put as little on that driveway as possible.
You guys coming back up here tomorrow?
Yeah. You want to run that dozer or roller? I'll run the roller. See you tomorrow, bro.
We're going to Casa.
That's perfect. So you're taking that truck?
Yeah.
All right.
Adiós, casa.
Fuck with the ditches. You can fuck with that parking spot too. I get that all packed.
It's mud, it ain't gonna pack, but I'll fuck around with it.
Smooth it out.
Cherry on this ice cream, son.
We're hungry. I'm out of fuel.
Are you? Bring those up.
Up top.
I'm just gonna walk this in.
Walk these up to the top. Yes.
Food, cuz.
That's what I told John. We're a little hungry.
I'm fucking hungry as hell, dude.
Alright, I'll meet you.
I mean, are they going to be good at boulder walls? Are they going to be faster? Are they going to meet the production that you're looking for?
I don't know. Say anything about being so backed up because, like you said, the quality's been so good. It's hard to.
Yeah.
I just can't. I mean, we're trying to produce a great product.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm not going there and climb up his ass like, hey, you guys definitely killed this. But because you took so much time on it and made it look so nice, we didn't make any money. I'm talking about, like, come on. I've been trying to get away from the boulder walls.
Are you pricing those by a square foot?
They're coming out at like $70, $80 a square.
Well, that's a little bit cheap. I'm starting mine at 105. First lock blocks, I'm starting at 85 now. And that's absolutely no site prep included. You know, if there's a day of excavation before I start my footer, that's outside of that. So that may be where you got a little bit of room to increase, especially if, you know, I mean, 105 is I'm not going to deliver an ugly wall by any means, but I'm not hand chiseling at 105 either. Yeah, and I talked to some other boys the other day. They called me and asked me where I was at on, and they're all over the same thing too. So
On like on the 105 mark?
yeah, 85 on like Allen blocks, and then the, you know, large ready block and stuff. I'm somewhere in between those two.
I'm at 65 to 70 on Allen. That's including like your cut, but that's it.
Yeah.
Any other grades on top of that, but I don't know, honestly, it's lost quality a little bit. I think a lot of it just factors down to my estimating, because I just keep, fuck, I've raised prices 3 times in the last year and a half.
I know, man. God dang, the freaking getting the rock there alone, dude. It's double what it was 2 years ago, though. It's absolutely fucking insane. And then your geo, your gravel, getting gravel to backfill all of it. I mean, it's all double, you know. And I haven't doubled my price. I've increased them several times in the last couple of years, but it still ain't fucking double. But our cost is double. The market's not going to catch up that fast, though, if you do double it. You know? I think there's 3 answers: is you know, is increase your price a little bit. You know, maybe, I don't know if I'd say back off the quality, but I'd say, hey, you know, what you're delivering may take 100 hours, but we need to get this done in 80 hours. So let's just, I'm not telling you to cut corners, but don't be hand chiseling every single rock. Talk about the production versus quality, and maybe give him another buck or two. And I think maybe you need to look at what he's working with too, as far as his help goes. You know, maybe there's three levels of answers there. You know what I'm saying? I have no emotion involved. It's not affecting my pockets none. It's easy to give advice when it doesn't affect your pockets, you know?
Appreciate it.
All right, man. See ya. TV crib for the night. West Jefferson crib. This is my 6th crib.
Pretty nice spot, huh?
The rooms up there?
Oh, hell yeah.
Might rock the bunk beds.
We got bunk beds. Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Like stepbrothers. I blew my heels out in these boots. It's such a bitch to get them off.